Hi, I am so excited for this video. So it's taken me like a week to film this to get all the looks all together, but here it is. So I'm doing a 3 looks using one palette. Of course it's this guy. This is the So Jaded eyeshadow palette with Colourpop by Kathleen Lights, obviously. This has been out for a while now, but I got it late. And because the palette is literally this, I just wanted to do a look using, well, 3 looks all just using the same palette, obviously, because you can do so many things with like the whole colour story and everything. So this is the first look, obviously. I do have a more natural and a bit more toned down one, but I thought I would play a bit with colour as well because hello. So I hope you enjoyed this video and hope you enjoy all 3 looks. Make sure you let me know which is your favourite. I do really like this one. I've still got one more to film, so don't know if that one will be my favourite, but out of the 2 that I've filmed so far, this is definitely my most preferred one. So I hope you enjoy the video and hope you enjoy these looks. If you want to see all these different looks using this palette, then subscribe if you want to. Give the video a thumbs up as well. And just keep watching. Okay, so this is the eye look, obviously. So I'm starting off with the P.Louise eyeshadow base to prime my eyelid. So I'm starting off with the shade Turquoise and just concentrating this really heavily in the crease. Then I'm taking the shade Royal Jewels, which is just a soft kind of peachy shade, and this is just going to buff out the edges. And I'm going to keep going in with this shade just to make sure everything's nice and blended. I'm just going to keep doing this, kind of going back and forth. There's a lot of blending in this one, so I'm going back in with Turquoise to keep deepening the crease up. And then I'm going to go back in with the Royal Jewels shade again. So there's a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of blending because the colours are obviously so deep and so pigmented. So we're just going to do this a couple times. Then I'm going to take the shade Sapphire, which is like the deep navy blue, and I'm going to use this to deepen up the outer corner. Then I'm just going to go back in with Turquoise and just buff out that edge again. And I'm going to use the P.Louise eyeshadow base again just to cut the crease. Going back in with the turquoise shade again, but I'm using a really flat, defined brush, as you can see. And I'm just using this to kind of go around the edges of the cut crease just to make it super sharp. Then for all over the lid, I'm taking the shade Aquamarine, and I started off by just laying it down with my finger, and then you will see I'll use a brush and then I'll kind of go back in with my finger as well. I did wet the brush when I did use it, so yeah, that's what I'm just doing here, just popping that everywhere. So just to finish off the lower lash line, I'm taking Turquoise and I'm just buffing this where I applied the Sapphire shade really close to my lash line. So just to finish off the eyes, I'm just taking the shade Pearl to highlight my inner corner and brow bone. And we're just going to move on to the eyeliner part now. The first one I'm going to use is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade Turquoise. And I'm using this one because it's the light one. I'm using this from my inner corner just to kind of halfway on my lash line, if that makes sense. So for the darker shade, I'm using the LA Girl Glide On Gel Liner. And I've got the shade Royal Blue. Just highlighting my top lash line with the LA Girl Endless Liner, just a black one. So I'm just taking the Eyeko liquid liner, it's just a black one, and I'm not going to do a wing with it, I'm just going to line the lash line with it. Okay, I'm just going to curl my lashes quickly and then pop on the Colourpop BFF mascara. Okay, so that is all of the eyes done. We're just going to finish off the rest of the face. So to cream contour, I'm using the Sosu by Susan Jackson contour stick, and this one is the cool shade. Then I'm just going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush Press Powder, and I've got the shade Medium, and I'm just going to pop this just around my cheek area and under my eyes just to smooth everything out. Then I'm going to use the Catrice Dewy Stick, and I'm just going to pop this on the top of my cheekbones because I am going to use a kind of loose highlighter. And I'm going to go in with the loose highlighter next, so I'm taking the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Illuminati. And because I forgot, I'm then going to go in with my powder bronzer, which is the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer in Sweet Tea. For blush, I wanted something a bit lighter and a bit kind of pinky, so I'm taking the Tartelette blush book, and I'm taking the first shade in the book, which is called Spirit Fingers. Then to finish off the whole look, I'm just going to go in with the Suzanne Jackson I Like It lip liner, and then over top I'm going to use the NYX Butter Gloss in Fortune Cookie. Okay, so that is the look all done. So this is obviously the first look using this palette. 2 more are coming your way. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. I know it's very, very bold. A bit scary, but palettes like this, I just love them because they make you play with colour. Okay, so for this look, we're starting off with the shade You're a Gem, the nice peachy shade. And I'm literally going to build this up quite a lot, and it's just going to be the main shade in the crease. Then using the same shade You're a Gem to just buff all over the lower lash line as well. Okay, then with a smaller brush, I'm taking the shade Carnelian, which is this dark red, and I'm going to do the same thing and just bob it on the outer corner and the inner corner, and then do the same with the lower lash line as well. Then I'm going to go in with an even smaller brush, and I'm going to take the shade Garnet and do the exact same thing again, surprise surprise, just to really deepen up the outer and inner corner and obviously the crease as well. And then it's going on the lower lash line again. Okay, then I'm going to go in with Emerald, and I'm just going to use my finger just to kind of apply most of it on my lid, and then I'm going to use a brush just to kind of clean it up around the edges. Then I'm just going to go back in with that kind of small angled brush and just kind of buff out the edges. And then for the centre of the lid, I used the shade Period and just kind of put this right in the centre of the emerald shade. So that's the eyeshadow done. Just to move on to eyeliner, I'm just going to tightline quickly with the LA Girl black liner. Then I'm going to use the Eyeko liquid liner just to line the top lash line, but obviously not going to do a wing or anything. I'm just going to use the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara. Okay, time to just finish up the rest of the face. So for bronzer, I'm taking the BH Cosmetics Brilliance Bronzer in Cocoa Cutie. Then for blush, I'm using the Wet n Wild Baked Blush, and it's in the shade Hummingbird Hype. And as you can kind of see, there is already like a really nice glow just from that blush. Like you could literally see it. It looks like highlight. Or if you just want to, you know, go there even more, which is what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the Morphe High Impact Highlight in the shade Spark. This is one of my favourites. I recommend this to every single person on the planet. And to just finish off the lips, I'm going to use the Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip, I think it is, or it's either satin or a matte, and it's in the shade 0.0. And there we go, that is look number 2 done. Okay, so look number 3. This is going to be the most simple one. It's going to be kind of the most natural one, kind of fresh. And yeah, that's what we're going for this look. So I'm starting off with the shade You're a Gem, and I'm going to pop this all over the crease, just very roughly. I'm not going to be super neat with this one. It's just a very nice soft peachy shade, and it's just going to go everywhere in the crease basically. Then taking Royal Jewels, which is a softer kind of peachy bone shade, and I'm just going to use this to kind of blow out the edges just of that You're a Gem shade. Okay, then I'm going to mix a bit of Rose Quartz with the Carnelian, and I'm just going to use the Rose Quartz shade to kind of soften up the Carnelian, because that is a very, very pigmented and bright orange, but I just want it to be a tiny bit softer, and I'm just popping this in the outer corner. Okay, then I'm taking the shade Moonstone, which I love this shade so much, and I'm just going to use my finger with it, and I'm just going to pop this all over the entire lid. I'm going to take that same shade Moonstone just on a flat brush, and I'm just going to use this to kind of clean up the edges and just kind of get in where my finger couldn't reach. Now I'm going to take a smaller kind of flat brush, like a smaller fluffy flat brush, and I'm going to go back in with You're a Gem, and I'm going to use this to redefine the crease. For right in the center of the lid, I wanted to add something a little bit extra as well. So I'm going to take a tiny bit of the shade Pearl, and I am going to like wet it the tiniest bit and just add this right in the center of the lid. The thing I will say with that Moonstone shade, obviously I've already done my base, and I do have a little bit of like glitter fallout. Probably should have thought this one through, and it's not really coming off. So maybe if you are going to use that Moonstone shade, which is that one there that I put all over the lid, maybe do your eyes first or just put something underneath. And I'm going to take Pearl again, and I'm just going to use this to highlight my inner corner. Just finish off the rest of the face and then we'll come back to the eyes. For bronzer, I'm using my LC bronzer in the shade medium. And I'm just going to take the Essence Pure Nude Highlight in Be My Highlight, and I'm just going to pop this kind of everywhere. I'm just going to dust this kind of like an hourglass powder and just kind of dust it everywhere on my skin, just to kind of give an overall glow over obviously the powdered face. For blush, I'm going in with the Burt's Bees blush in Bare Peach. I thought this paired really nicely with like the crease. And then for highlight, I'm going in with the Gilded Honey Baked Highlight from Laura Geller. Now we can just finish off the eyes super quickly. So I'm not going to show you every shade I'm using because it's pretty much all the ones I used in the crease. So from the palette, I'm obviously just going to start off with Your Gem, which is the peach, and then just deepen it up a little bit more with Carnelian, which is that darker orange. And I don't know why for this look I feel like it kind of looks like it needs a wing, so I just tried to attempt a small wing, and I'm just using the Eyeko I Do liquid eyeliner. And don't you just love it when your camera dies? So I don't know where I was just up to, but I don't know where the camera cut off, but I've just applied some eyeliner and it went mostly horribly wrong. And for mascara, I'm using the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effects Mascara. I can never say that. And that is look number 3 done. Okay, so that is it for this whole 3 looks using one palette. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know which your favourite look is out of the 3. I would love to know. So let me know which one your favourite is, and if you have this palette as well, if you like it. Yeah, that is it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video.